Hello kids, this is Teacher Michelle and we are now in week 2 in our English class in quarter 2. Our lesson is all about simple verbs in the past, present, and future. But before we will start our lesson, you are expected to first is identify verbs in a sentence, second is use simple verbs in the past, present, and future, and third is write sentences with simple verbs in the past, present, and in the future. Let's have a review first of our previous lesson. You're going to choose the verb inside the parentheses. Number 1, Lori dances well on stage. The correct answer is dances. Number 2, Huna and Melody helps their teacher. The correct answer is help. Next is Arnold and his sisters watches educational shows. Correct answer is watch. Number 4, the garbage collector takes the trash. The correct answer is takes. Lastly, the baby wakes up early. The correct answer is wakes. Always remember that if the subject is in singular form, the verb ends with S. But if the subject is in plural, the verb does not end in S. Now you're going to watch a video entitled "A Rich Dad Took His Son to the Village" and try to find out how the story ended.
One day, a rich dad took his son on a trip to a village. He wanted to show him how poor someone can be. They spent time on the farm of a poor family. On their return from the trip, the father asked his son, "How was the trip?" "It was great, Dad." "Did you see how the poor people lived?" the father asked. "Oh, yes," said the son. "So tell me, what did you learn from the trip?" asked the father. The son answered, "We have one dog." "They have 4. "We have a pool." "They have rivers." "We have tube lights at night." "They have stars." "We buy food." "They grow theirs." "We have walls to protect us." "They have friends." "We have television." "They spend time with family and relatives." The boy's father was speechless. Then his son added, "Thanks, Dad, for showing me how poor we are." Moral of the story? It's not about money that makes us rich. It's simplicity, love, compassion, friendship, values, and family that makes you rich.
Do you like the story? Now answer the following guide questions. Number 1, who went to the village? Number 2, why did they go to the farm? Number 3, if you were the father, would you also do the same? Why? Number 4, how can you show humility and gratefulness? In the story, there are some verbs used, and these are wanted, asked, embarrassed, promised, see, grow, buy, read, and will show. Now let us classify these verbs according to its tense. These action words are called verbs. The time when an action happens depends on its tense. Verb comes in 3 tenses: the past, present, and future. What do you mean by present tense? This shows actions that happen in the present tense. There are indicators that you will know that this action happens in the present time, just like every day, every morning, every Sunday, twice a week, regularly, usually, always, and never. These are indicators that the verb happens in the present. If the subject is singular, add s or es to the verb. If the last letter of the verb is y, change y to I and add es, just like bury, berries. The second one is the past tense. It shows actions that happened in the past, and it has indicators like yesterday, last year, last month, last week, long time ago, earlier, the other day, and many more. You have to remember that in the past form of the verb, just add d. If the verb ends in e, just like bake, baked. And when the verb ends in y, change y to I, add ed, just like study, studied. And the third one is the future tense. They show an action that will happen or take place in the future. And its indicators are tomorrow, next day, tonight, in a week, and this coming, and many more. So in the future tense, you're going to add the helping verbs will or shall to the main verb. For example, Dave will play with us tomorrow. So you're going to add will or shall with the verb if it happens in the future. These are the activities that you're going to do for the whole week.